Peace and blessings, collective. In this particular video, we are going to be talking about the 3-step process that Yoni Love Herbals practices in all of our Yoni Steaming sessions. And now I specifically do with the women who come to my Yoni Steaming location, and that I teach to those women who are in my Yoni Steaming certification program and are interested in running their own Yoni Steaming business. So you're going to be getting a bunch of tips and tricks and juiciness in this video. And so if these are things that you are interested in, make sure you stay tuned so you can hear all the details that I'm going to be dropping. Okay, so I'm super excited about this video because I think that a lot of people don't really know the full process of how they should, and I don't want to say should, but I'm going to say should because in my suggestion and in my experience, these are the things you need to do. But I don't want to tell somebody how they have to do their Yoni Steaming experience. I just want to suggest to y'all what I think you should include inside of your Yoni Steaming experience so that you can be able to have the best experience possible. There are 3 stages to every, well, I got 2 hands up, 2 fingers up on this one and 3 fingers up on this one. Girl, bye. There are 3 main steps to every Yoni Steaming process that I think are really, really important. And the reason why these 3 things are important is because it helps you to align, first of all, the chakras, okay? So align your crown chakra with your third eye, with your throat, with your heart, with your solar plexus, with your sacral, and your womb chakras. It helps to align all 7 main chakras in our body in the Yoni Steaming process. The other reason why this is extremely important is because it connects the mind, where we get all of our inspiration as women, but it is also the place where we are most of the time stuck at the majority of the time. So as women, we tend to get stuck in our heads a lot. And so if you are Yoni Steaming and you utilize these 3 steps that I'm going to give you, and I hope you listen to the end so that you can get the full details of it. But if you utilize these 3 steps, it will help you to be able to clear the mind and then connect to the heart. And the reason why we clear the mind first, of course, is because we're always in it, but it's also the space where we need to be able to get our divine communication from. And if we have a lot of mind chatter, then we can't hear our higher selves, our intuition, the voice of our womb, the Most High God, the creator, the universe, whatever you believe in, you won't be able to hear that. So it's important that you clear your mind and you ground yourself mentally in your Yoni Steaming journey. The next thing that we want to focus on is our heart. And the reason why we want to focus on our heart space is because our heart is where we are holding all of our past experiences and trauma, unfortunately, that we may have experienced. So a lot of times in the womb healing journey, when women come to my sessions, they come to me for one thing, but they end up realizing that they needed it for something else. So they get on the table and we do one of the processes that I'm going to get into in our 3-step process in a second. But we do one of the processes, and when they lay down, I make them place their hands over their head and then over their heart. And when we get to the heart, I tell them to focus in on the energy of what they want to heal and what they want to release, because our heart holds way more than we realize. And in order for the energy to flow freely from our crown chakra down to our third eye, our throat chakra, and then into our heart, we have to have each of these main portals cleared. Our heart chakra is where, other than us holding past trauma and emotions and things like that, is also where all of our desires are first created. So we receive the divine communication or the inspiration from the Most High God, the universe, the creator, whatever you believe in. And then as it works its way down our chakras, it lands itself at our heart. But if your heart is full of everything that you have experienced and it's full of trauma, or is full of past experiences and relationships, or things that you maybe be holding on to, or negative self chatter that we have, in our minds, and we begin to believe it and feel it in our bodies. All of that is in resignation with our heart. So we got to clear the heart before we can really, really impact the womb space, okay? And so from our heart, we move down to our wombs. And our wombs, of course, if you are not new to my channel, then you've heard me say this before. If you are new to our channel, I'm going to go through it really quickly. But our womb is where we hold all of our past trauma and memory, okay? Core life memories as women is stored in our womb. And the life that you are experiencing right now in this moment, okay? The life that you are experiencing is in relation to what is present in our wombs, what you are holding in your womb. And the reason why this is because as we go through life and we experience negative mind chatter, it eventually becomes something that we believe, okay? And what we feel, think, and sometimes experience becomes diseases in the body, okay? And then after those things have become mental, emotional, energetic diseases in the body, if we don't do the work to clear them immediately, is going to turn into something that we hold in our womb space. And it is commonly known as fibroids. It's commonly known as cysts. It's commonly known as endometriosis. It's commonly known as heavy menstrual cycles. It's commonly known as periods longer than 7 days. It's commonly known as herpes. Is commonly known as HIV. Those are all things. In order for any, I don't care what the disease is, in order for any disease to take space in our body and turn into something that is physical, it first started out as something that is energetic, mental, or emotional. So it's really important that before you enter into any Yoni Steaming sessions, that you understand the correlation between the mind, the heart, and the womb. Okay, so now that we've covered that precursor, let's jump into the 3 stages that you want to observe before you Yoni steam. The first thing that you want to do is wombversation. Wombversation is literally a conversation that you are going to sit and have with your womb. I usually suggest that you allot at least 10 minutes for your wombversation. It's just a time where you sit down and you make space to basically meditate and listen to the voice of your womb, aka your intuition, aka your higher self. You want to place your left hand over top of your right, and then you want to place both of these hands over top of your womb. Now, if you are not familiar with where your womb is approximately 2 inches underneath your navel. So you want to take your thumb, let's say this is my navel, you want to take your thumb, place it inside of your navel, and then rotate your hand down. And your pointer finger is going to point to where your womb actually lies, okay? And so at that womb space, you want to take both hands and just place them over top. So let's act like this is my womb. Take both hands and place them over top and just be silent. Now, sometimes when I have women come to my space for Yoni steaming, I say, okay, we're going to enter into wombversation. We're going to sit here silently. We're going to listen. Okay, fine. I say, okay, tell me when you're done. Let's begin. I'm done. And I'll just be like, okay. So that what that tells me is 2 things. First thing, most of the time, people are afraid to hear what their womb actually has to say. They don't want to take the time to actually allow their mind to roam, which we need to do, because as women, like I said earlier, we're always in our heads. The other thing that it tells me is that maybe you don't have a knowledge of what this voice of your womb sounds like. So you really don't know how long wombversation should take. And that's why I say, for a rule of thumb, when you first start, specifically when you first start out and you aren't used to hearing the voice of your womb, I usually suggest that you allow your womb at least 10 minutes to talk, okay? And so you just place both hands over top. You can put on soft music if you want to, or you could just lay completely in darkness with no music or anything. You could put on candles, but whatever you usually do to relax and to just release your thoughts and meditate, that's what you want to do. But allow yourself 10 minutes for wombversation. The second thing that you want to do is womb massage. Now, the reason why womb massage is really, really important is because womb massage allows you to release any energy that is held inside of the womb. So that is emotional, mental, and energetic. of course, energy that is there, but it also allows you to loosen the muscles and the uterine lining prior to Yoni steaming. So a lot of times when women come to me, they say, Hadida, when my cycle comes on, it comes on brown, or it comes on black, or it comes on really dark burgundy, and then it turns into red. Why is that? And that is normally because your menstrual cycle has not completely finished releasing everything that needs to be released before your cycle, quote unquote, stops. Okay. So the way that you can help to change this and make sure that everything is released in each of your menstrual cycles is to Yoni steam right before your menstrual cycle comes on. So within 5 to 7 days before your menstrual cycle is due, you can Yoni steam, and of course make sure that you do a really good womb massage, which I will connect another video where I talk about womb massage very in depth and tell you how to do it. But you want to make sure that you womb massage at least 5 to 7 days before your menstrual cycle. And also you want to make sure that while you are Yoni steaming, that you are doing Kegel exercises. Now, Kegel exercises can help, of course, to tone the muscles in the womb, but it can also help to release more from the vaginal canal as you are sitting over top of your Yoni steaming stool or pot or toilet, whatever method you are doing. So you want to make sure that you do womb massage. And so while you are doing your womb massage, you're going to start out, if this is your navel, you're going to start out directly around, surrounding the navel. Okay, and I usually do it with a cup hand like this. So I'm going to be doing it directly around my navel, including the womb space, okay? If this is my womb and this is my navel, I'm going to include the womb space. And then after I do 3 clockwise rotations. Now, this is really important that you are rubbing up on the right side and down on the left side, okay? Because your colon will also be evacuated most likely after your Yoni steaming session. It might not be directly afterwards, but you will have to use the bathroom if you are doing your womb massage correctly, because the colon is right behind the uterus. So you want to make sure that you are massaging up on the right side, over and down on the left side, so that you are pushing any fecal matter in the direction of the colon and not creating constipation by going in the opposite direction. So anyway, back to the womb massage. So you're going to womb massage with the cup hand, semi-cupped hand, 3 rotations, okay, a small circle. Then you're going to make a larger circle, of course, still including the womb, but getting down to, if you are a plus size woman, your fupa. If you are not a plus size woman, congratulations, but getting down to right above the pelvic bone and a little higher than the navel. So if this is the navel, you're going to come up here and you're going to go down to where, including the womb, which is here, and the fupa, okay? And so you're going to just go and make large circles surrounding the womb space. And you're going to do this a minimum of 3 times. And then next, and last but not least, you're going to do a larger rotation, okay, of the womb space. And this is up to directly underneath the bust and down to the fupa. And so you're basically massaging the whole entire abdomen in this process and helping to move and release stagnated energy that may be there and may be blocked, as well as, like I mentioned before, helping to loosen the lining of the uterus, as well as help you to have a really good bowel movement after your Yoni steam. And then last but not least in our 3-step process is the actual Yoni steam itself. And this can go anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. If you have not already, make sure you go check out the video that I just did that is in relation to Yoni steaming frequencies. You can check that out. I will link it above. But you can Yoni steam anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. And so after you Yoni steam, you take your water, you dump it into the toilet, you flush it, or take it out to a tree. Some people like to give it back to earth. It's up to you which way you do it. But discard of your Yoni steaming water, and then just allow yourself to be still and to be in a quiet space. Now, 2 things that I would suggest that you do following each Yoni steam. I would suggest that you drink plenty of water at least the first 3 days after your Yoni steam, because the body is naturally going to go into a detoxification process, and especially the Yoni. So you want to allow yourself the chance to be fully flushed out and give your body the nutrients it needs to help flush out any toxins. Now, some people experience vaginal discharge following their Yoni steaming sessions, and this can be for a number of reasons, but most likely if you have it and it is not with an odor and it does not look more like cottage cheese, like yeast, Sometimes it is just a vagina releasing toxins and vaginal discharge that has been left in the cervix and the vaginal canal, during our last menstrual cycle. And sometimes, as our hormones fluctuate throughout the month, we get discharged. So that is semi-normal, believe it or not, after your yoni steam. And then the second thing is you want to make sure that you journal. And the reason why I tell all of the ladies to journal that are into this Fairy Tale community is because journaling really helps you to work through any emotions or thoughts or dreams that you may have following your yoni steaming experience. A lot of times women dream, or past relationships and connections or emotional situations that we didn't really work through will arise during your yoni steaming experience. And so if you journal, you can really help yourself keep account of what you're experiencing each time after your yoni steam. And it's really good as a woman in general, just to keep a health log, to be able to keep track what's happening with your vagina, what's happening with your health, what's happening with your mind, what's happening with your energy. It's really good to keep a health log. It just helps you to be able to work through life. And, when you go to your doctor, when you go to your gynecologist or whoever, you can be able to have all your information right there on hand because you have kept a log and a track of what's going on with your body, specifically surrounding your womb health. In addition to that, if you are using, and I just want to enter this really quickly, if you are using yoni steaming as a way to be able to enhance your sex life, you want to make sure that the person that you are being intimate with, you are ready to be 100% vulnerable with, because yoni steaming makes you extremely open, energetically, mentally, emotionally, physically. It makes you open. So make sure that you pay attention to the people you allow in your space. Make sure you pay attention to the people you allow into your womb space, and make sure you pay attention to the people that you allow to, cohabitate with you during the time that you are yoni steaming. And, just be really protective of your energy and guard yourself and your womb from outside intrusions and people who are possibly trying to take advantage of you or don't mean you any good. All right, love. I hope that this video has been helpful to you. I know that I said a whole mouthful, but I just wanted to make sure that I, really included all the details that I think are really important for the sisters who are on their womb healing journey, their yoni steaming journey, and, just give you as much knowledge as I possibly can to assist you at this time. If you have not already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, push the notification bell so you can be updated each and every time I upload a new video to the collective. And I think that's pretty much it. So I love you guys, and I'm going to say peace until next time.